We'll begin with Naftali Bennett, the former Prime Minister of Israel, who many consider a front runner to potentially be Israel's next Prime Minister. Welcome back to Uncensored, Mr. Bennett. I appreciate you joining me. First of all, to those who say that there is no hard evidence that Iran is imminently about to produce a nuclear bomb, and therefore this is an unjustified attack by Israel, what do you say to them?
Well, the facts are to the contrary. There's highly enriched uranium in an amount that's enough for 10 nuclear warheads. This is more than Iran ever had, and it's at 60% enrichment grade. There's no civilian use for uranium at 60% enrichment. All right? You don't need it for isotopes. You don't need it for medical needs, only for military use. So that in itself is a proof. Secondly, we have intel that on the device building, Iran has made strides. And third, we saw over the past month, the Khamenei himself said that it's time to remove the tumor called Israel. That's a direct statement that he wants to annihilate Israel. Now, when you're talking about preventing nuclear military Iran, you can't wait for the bomb to be on its way to here. You have to do it when you can. Even now, it's after the 12th hour. This should have been done a decade ago. Now it's much, much tougher because it's spread all around, but we're way, way after the latest deadline.
Do you believe that the way this has played out in the first few days, this war, that Israel may have dealt a lethal blow to the Iranian regime in the sense of taking out so many military commanders, nuclear scientists, nuclear sites, causing so much damage to any nuclear program that they may have been pursuing, that actually, if you look at the response from Iran so far, it suggests that maybe this was, from a military perspective, a perfectly timed attack that may well potentially precipitate the removal of the regime.
Look, that would be a wonderful outcome for the Middle East and for the world, because, this regime is horrible. And by the way, I want to be very clear, Israel is not at war with the Iranian people. We respect the Iranian people. We should be living in peace with them. We have a very deep history that goes back thousands of years with the Persians. But we are in war with the regime, and especially trying to stop it from acquiring nuclear weapons. If this corrupt, disconnected, old, violent and radical regime falls, that would be a huge blessing for everyone. That is not the explicit goal of this operation, but obviously we'd be thrilled if that would happen.
Where does America sit in this? Because it looks to me that President Trump is keen for it not to be publicly seen that America is involved at all, but that tacitly conversations must have happened with Prime Minister Netanyahu, where he at least has not put up much of a fight to stop Israel doing this.
Well, America and Israel were different countries. We view things similarly, but not precisely the same way. And from our perspective, Iran is an existential threat. From America's perspective, it's a strategic threat. That's one notch less, and that's legit. Israel is not asking America to do anything. We're doing this. We do. If one of the problems is that one of the facilities, the Fordo enrichment facility, is buried deep underground in a mountain, and Israel doesn't have all the tools right now to take care of that. So as the campaign progresses, maybe new options will open up. And at the end of the day, it's America and President Trump's decision what he wants to do. I think that from a global standpoint, when Iran is so feeble, so vulnerable, the regime so weakened, with such a limited ability to retaliate, the risk-reward of taking out Fordo is a big one. It's a positive because it's not only in our interest. I think America doesn't want to wake up with Iranian nuclear regime like what happened in North Korea. during the North Korea crisis back a few decades ago, there wasn't an Israel who was willing to do the hard work. Here we are willing to do the hard work. We're paying the price. It's our citizens who are taking hits. It's our pilots who are flying over Iran. If the world wants a safer place, yeah, they should back us.